This is the story of Sophia and the mountain. The story of Sophia and marrying her in a biblical sense. About the time traveler's wife and a karmic relationship, and how to get across the bridge on the bullet train safely and back to the Native American, or AME, Rican, a loving realm, to be healers of each other with the knighthood standing guard. The sword and the stone, Sophia's to use, ord, or point of origin, and Sophia's tone, or path of one. So this is the story of Sophia. In the silence, she was. In the darkness, she loved. No light, no sound, and no one around, but she was. And then he came with duality and word. Sophia's duality was word and a journey to a stone, third rock from the sun. When he spoke, Sophia said, shit, shh, it, tais-toi. A stain on Stan's record. Stan is the path of one, but I manifested in there, staining Stan when he uttered, producing cow and milk. And now, path of Ain and Ein, of Stain and Stein, and path of staying in, and path of stationing in or going out to the sweet inn, Star Stein and Stan Stain, saint of one stained, and Sophia's throne was mugged. The S word, the sword, a stain on their record. As the entry wound was being stoned and couldn't keep his mouth closed. The star and Stan, their obsessive fan, and star is Sophia's throne, and Stan is Sophia's tan man. His position is her seat, her throne, and his humanity is now Curious George's problem, until the tan man evolves to being the man with the yellow hat. Aside from the monkey's uncle, as cute as he is, he's very I am mature or immature in nature. So the woman and the lamb, AA and EE and the Adam and Eve thing, EC and on, or I and one, two versions of the same thing, but she had one eye that was always on, and he with two eyes trying to approximate the same. And where she was always on, he was on end, on edge of perineum, and fell to the bottom. Now he who was tiger before on guard in zoo, where zoo is the Z of the N of the Christed, now fallen down, but with two zeros of source energy backing them up. Unchristed now, and yet lots of source support, and knocked down a notch. Now she sees herself in him as one, but he sees her as one to own. Thus, a new and anu, just like Stan and Stain. The same, except there's an I in there, of I am. The Japanese islander, Anu, and the Anu of the Anunnaki god. And she's seen as the flock with the whore, the furthest back, way back when. Driven off telling the story of the cattle raid and the battle for ownership. Now Stan, the woe man, armed host of angel, as obsessive fan, indeed is inside her heart, required to schedule and take care of room and board for this guy's journey. She, Stan, no longer Rushan, no longer Evelyn Salt, an orphan double agent. Now she must learn to be Agent 99. Sophia reflects the story of the ox, of kisses and hugs to make sure the truth is spoken after his word. She had to be Anu, with the I in there, to deal with Anu, the star, with ice-cold woman to bear, perpetration, and carry out his BS. And remember, shit started this whole thing. And now that he fell to the bottom bull, it's even harder for him to stay quiet and full. So now Anu, which means to see, and watchful Y on I land, of Hokkaido, or Ho, KK, AI, and Do, must learn her masculine side to bring him into his feminine pride, and both between a rock and a hard place, or stoned, just in different ways, she with more color and stain, and he a harder mug Stein, staying in versus stationing in or going out, and a new is a loved one, and a new is one you. And new means on, ass, hand, arm, pit, bird, left name of we and us, cold, obsolete in two pieces, a part of someone whose name is not mentioned on purpose, and a year of expressing anger, to scold, to kill, ani, or a mockingbird. An annual birthday, a medium house, dog, hip, eye, anu. Anu. Now her Japanese translates to Swahili, and the connection there, and her husbandry of how to handle day-to-day matters as Anu is the multiple of Ain, so she's now learning to multiply and expand. She goosed and he ducked. As duck, duck, goose, he found the one plus, and you're it. Shh, it, tais-toi. Who? Yes, who? Human, you, on first base, with the energy of Watt on second. Third, I don't know, it's between today and tomorrow, and I don't give a damn, out in the field. Because why is the point of no return? Because the train never left the station. The Holy Grail is the hole at the Y in the road, God's rail in suspended animation. On, I am. A Tain, or tiger-lioness connection with source on.